Okay, what's up, guys? Who is this? Most amazing top 7. Because I forgot who uploaded this video, because I had uploaded this video, I think it was yesterday. But I went through like a long list of videos I was going to react to, and videos I decided that I wasn't going to react to anymore. And yeah, most amazing top 7. I subscribe to them, so their videos is appearing a lot in my recommendation thing. And so yeah, there's like a lot of other videos I opened up of theirs, but I chose not to react to them. Blah blah blah. Anyways, this video though is titled 7 Disturbing Mysteries That Remain Unsolved. Y'all know me, y'all know that I love solving the unsolved. So anyways, let's go ahead, refresh the page. And yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to because it's like I felt like I'm gonna say something most. So I was getting ready to say like top most amazing, but most amazing top 7s. Make sure you subscribe to them. And that being said, bro, they've been doing this with my videos. Like, oh, they ain't even HD. It's just 720p. How is that? I ain't gonna question it.
We don't know how she got out of her room. It was locked from the outside. It's as if she evaporated.
Movie had me so confused when I was a kid. Shutter Island.
Happen, and other times they happen for sinister reasons. Freak accidents occur all the time, but so do well-planned tragedies. The problem is that one cannot always distinguish between the two. Was the object or person just at the wrong place at the wrong time? Or did someone make sure they would be? Here are 7 disturbing mysteries.
I think that photo that they just showed, that's from a movie too.
The disappearance of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. This took place on March 2014.
We gotta remember this.
To China, a Boeing 777 carrying 239 passengers and crew members seemed to vanish into thin air. The
That's crazy.
multinational search effort, the largest in aviation history, has turned up a mere 20 pieces of aircraft debris. The Prime Minister of Malaysia has declined to comment, other than to say that the aircraft disappeared over the Indian Ocean. The lack of closure has engendered multiple theories, many of which are considered conspiracy theories, which, according to Harvard professor Cass Sunstein, are a natural product of horrific and disastrous situation, because such events make people angry, fearful, and looking for a target. Theories include hijacking, capture by the United States, a fire aboard the aircraft, vertical entry into the sea, a meteor strike, and even alien abduction. Notwithstanding the passage of 3 years and the expenditure of $160 million, scouring thousands of square miles of ocean, the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 and the 239 people aboard remains a mystery.
That's just crazy. But I don't know, I'm surprised they had the one conspiracy, because there's this TV show called Manifest, and they did it better than anybody. It was because I think I had watched like the first episode, but overall it was like, so some people was on a plane, then they went through some turbulence, and then they was just like, oh, we're gonna turn back around. So then they turned back around, then the flight people was they was just like, they called in, radio in was just like, oh yeah, we're about to land and stuff. So they was just all like, wait a minute, what? So story is behind it was, I guess, like the plane was gone for like 10 years or something like that. And yeah, it was like, there's people they hadn't seen their, like, everybody on the plane remained the same age and stuff, but then like their friends and family, because that was the crazy thing. So there were some twins that one of the twins went on the plane and the other one stayed back, but then the twin was like all young, and then the other twin was all older and things. I'm like, that threw me off. But yeah, I was I seen that, and I was just like, it should have did that. I was like, what? Because they said 2014. I'm calling it 4 years from now. Then that plane's gonna reappear. Then that's when everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, we don't know what happened. They all gonna develop magic powers and all that stuff. But I don't know. With me personally, I do believe that the plane had crashed. The way they say it was like the Indian Ocean. It might not even have been that. Plane might have got confused, lost, and crashed somewhere else. But then they were thinking, oh, maybe it was going on its actual flight path, and then it crashed at some point in time on its flight path. But they could have been the case. It could have came through like some like bad weather and things and threw them all off track. They didn't know where they were going. But I would assume that they would. You know, they got like a whole system thing going on with them planes. So I don't know. But yeah, the plane, it did crash. I don't think it got abducted by no aliens or, you know, hijacked by the United States. Like I think when that case had happened, I was thinking that the plane did get hijacked and then they just landed it off somewhere, turned off all the systems inside of the plane. I don't even know if that's possible, but that's what was crossing my mind, or that it crashed somewhere. So that's probably my two conspiracy theories I'm going to go with, that it crashed somewhere or it got hijacked and maybe everybody on the plane was, but I don't know. I think it's more so that it crashed somewhere. It's like, you mean to tell me none of these people, and they say it was like 200 people or something like that, none of them showed up? Yeah, it crashed. That's crazy.
Of Magdalena Zook. Magdalena Zook and her boyfriend Marcus, who was supposed to travel with her to the all-inclusive resort, but issues with his passport made him ineligible for a visa. Having spent the money already, Zook traveled to Marseille, Egypt, alone. But just a day in, she began acting strangely. She sent messages to friends back in Poland and told them she was hearing voices in her room.
Oh, I think I
The video
remember
from the
this.
hotel shows her lying motionless in the doorway to her room.
I think I remember
dressed in
this.
just a bathrobe.
Yeah, I think I remember this. I seen it in another like
Her parents.
unsolved
They
mystery
decided to bring her
video.
home early, just 3 days into the trip. CCTV footage from the hospital shows Zook lashing out at staff and attempting to run away as they try to restrain her. During her stay, she FaceTimed her boyfriend Marcus. Marcus filmed the conversation from the separate phone. She appears distressed, babbling incoherently, and begging Marcus to come and get her.
Nie bój się, powiedz mi. Skarbie, Maciek cię zabierze. Dobrze? Rozumiesz? Skarbie, słuchasz mnie? Myszko?
Oni tutaj mają różne sztuczki, zabierz mnie stąd, oni tutaj wszystko robią. Zabierz mnie,
Ale co robią, co robią? Powiedz mi.
zabierz mnie.
Zabierzemy cię. Maciek już po ciebie leci, ale co oni robią? Skarbie, nie bój się. Mów do mnie, nie bój.
Nie mogę.
Kochanie, powiedz mi. Musisz mi powiedzieć, bo ja wtedy zadzwonię tam do ambasady, żeby ktoś miał nad tobą opiekę. Powiedz mi to, proszę cię. Mów.
Nie daj, słuchaj, nie daj.
Ale powiedz mi, co oni tobie zrobili. Tylko to mi powiedz. Kochanie, ja już wszystko załatwiłem. Maciek jutro po ciebie będzie. Ktoś ci coś tam zrobił? Tak?
Nie da, nie mi to może było, to lekko nic nie da, to nic nie da, to nic.
Kochanie, ja jutro po ciebie będzie jutro po ciebie Maciek, tylko mi powiedz, co się stało.
That's weird how she's all like she I don't know, she's like not wanting the help in a way. Like she wants it, but at the same time it's like sounds like she don't want like her, I think it was boyfriend, husband, and not to get hurt or anything, but
Co się stało? Powiedz mi, musisz mi powiedzieć. Tak? Ale
Nie do pracy, ja nie wrócę stąd.
wrócisz stąd. Wrócisz.
I think I know how this
Kochanie, co się
ends.
stało? Powiedz mi, co się stało.
To nic nie da.
Ale powiedz mi, ja to muszę wiedzieć. Myszko,
Oni trzymają to mnie, nie mogę im ci powiedzieć.
bo ja chcę cię chronić. Powiedz mi, proszę cię, tylko musisz mi to powiedzieć szybko, teraz.
When he asks what happened, she answers cryptically.
Yeah.
M.
Co M? Co M? Ten rezydent? Tak?
The video ends with her tour guide, Mahmoud, takes the phone and tells Marcus in Polish, "This is a waste of time."
Marcos, halo,
No, słucham.
wydaj mi to strata czasu. Ja będę dzwonił teraz znowu do ambasady tutaj w Egipcie, dobrze?
No dobrze, a możesz poprosić Magdę, żeby włączyła telefon?
Magda, włączy telefon, bo Marcos dzwoni się do ciebie. Wyłączy twój telefon po prostu. Daj teraz okiego przyjemnie.
After a few hours of the call, she jumped out of her room's window and threw herself out from the second floor in order
Yeah.
to escape, landing on a flat concrete and died on the spot. The papers were filled with suspicion of the dark-skinned man, Mahmoud, at the end of the video, and Mahmoud quickly became a suspect, even though there is no evidence of his involvement in the death. The police interviewed Mahmoud shortly after the incident, but released him without charge. The spotlight was turned on Zook's boyfriend, following unsubstantiated rumors of him being a drug dealer and using Zook to smuggle narcotics into Egypt, or he sold them. Another story posted on the Polish news portal Pikio suggested Zook had been a victim of criminal activity led by a local mob boss named Captain Khaled, but no one has any concrete evidence.
Yeah.
What really happened to her is still a mystery.
That's what was crossing my mind, was that she came across some people, and overall, yeah, the trip just turned out like worse for her. It's messed up that she had to die, but yeah, yeah, that it meant something. I was like, that's what I'm like thinking, like, I don't know, like, I'm like, but and that's what I'm like thinking, where it's like, you know, she was sending out like cryptic messages. She wasn't being like all clear on the phone because she overall didn't want, like, I don't know, she would have, like, I felt like that if she did say something, then her boyfriend might have gotten in trouble, and then whoever was, I don't know, chasing her, like, they might have might have got to him and then killed them and things, and she probably didn't want that. So yeah, I don't know. I do think that there probably was somebody there, and, you know, then she's trying to tell him that or I think because even when she was like at the hotel, or it was like a hospital or somewhere, I don't know, the people that was carrying her, she might have tried to tell them, and then they overall wasn't hearing it, and they was like, nah, this girl's crazy or something. So yeah, I don't know, maybe somebody drugged her, did something to her and things, but yeah, it's a lot of conspiracy theories. Overall, I do think that there could have been somebody out there that set that girl up and stuff. The boyfriend, I don't know, because I don't know, like, too many, like, alright, if you are doing this, like, because they were trying to say, like, you know, he's a drug smuggler and stuff, why would you record the conversation with your girlfriend and then you're trying to, like, get it out of her of what's going on and stuff? So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe that the boyfriend had anything to do with it. Maybe it was that guy that was there with her that took over the phone. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe that guy knew somebody and he overall wasn't gonna snitch. But yeah, that girl, it was a setup. So that's one thing for sure.
Unexplained disappearance of Kenny Veach. In 2014, experienced hiker Kenny Veach posted a
does he
comment
go in the
on
cave or
YouTube
something like
about a
that?
mysterious cave
Yeah.
in the Nevada desert. He
I
claimed
remember
that the cave,
this.
located near Nellis Air Force Base, was shaped like a perfect capital M, and upon entry had caused his body to intensely and violently vibrate, terrified and confused. He then left the area. He claimed that this was the only cave he'd ever feared, but that he was determined to find it. He was not a man to be scared easily, often hiking in a dangerous territory with meager supplies. He had also had plenty of experience handling deadly wild animals. In a video he filmed on the second hike, he oddly claimed he was being watched by a mysterious black ram. He decided to try again, this time arming himself with a gun. One anonymous YouTube user told Kenny in a comment, quote, "No, don't go back there. If you find the cave entrance, don't go in. If you do, you won't get out." Despite the dangers, he set out on November 10th. He never returned. A search could only find his cell phone, which was discovered near an abandoned mine shaft. His hikes indeed were intense, but this hike in particular was harsh, remote, unpredictable, and replete with danger. Some speculate he may also end his own life. Others say he may have ran from his life to start a fresh life somewhere else. Most interesting speculation is based of Kenny's claims of the cave's effect on his body. Nellis Air Force Base is linked to many odd conspiracy theories of military experiments, subterranean tunnels and secret passage, and secret research projects. Area 51, the most famous top-secret military base, is relatively close to the site. The bizarre case remains a mystery.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that could be a possibility. Came across that one of those military bases, and then they might have killed them, covered it up. and been like, oh, this can't get out. Like, you know, they probably is all like, oh, like, I don't know, might thought he was a terrorist and then killed them, and then I don't know, but yeah, I don't think no black ram was watching him and things. It might, like, I don't know, it might have been following him, but yeah, I don't necessarily and it's just probably an animal just being an animal or something like that, but I don't know. Maybe he did, like, that's what I was thinking. That maybe an animal, maybe that ram was following him. There's just like, okay, these humans done messed with me for the last time. I'm taking this man out, and maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got killed by an animal or something like that. But it's just like, yeah, it's also weird. But did they even say that? Like, did anybody? Because they said that they found his phone in some like mine or something like that. So was that the mine, like that M-shaped cave or something like that? Because then I'm like, that's what they should have been doing, is exploring that. So that's why I'm like, makes me wonder, you know, something don't seem right with that story. Maybe somebody was following him. If he overall like was posting on YouTube that he was gonna try to find this place, and then they know where he was at, maybe somebody followed him out there, then they killed him. So yeah, that could be a possibility too. You never know. You never know.
The disappearance of Walter Collins. In 2008, Clint Eastwood's film Changeling reawakened interest in one of the most bizarre and tragic crime stories of the 1920s. Single mom Christine Collins reported her 9-year-old son, Walter, missing in March 1928 from their home in Los Angeles. 5 months later, the police brought Walter back to Christine. Except it wasn't Walter, and Christine knew it. But the LA police dismissed Christine's concerns, going so far as to accuse her of terrible mothering and having.
Oh, I think I remember this movie.
Hospital. The real Walter Collins was never found, and over time,
Dang.
authorities came to believe he was one of the victims of the convicted child murderer Gordon Stewart Northcott. Whatever happened to Walter Collins, his body was never found, and no one ever learned what really happened. Nor has it been established with any certainty why the police were so invested in covering up the boy's disappearance that they brought a different child back to Christine and tried to convince her and the rest of the world that it was Walter.
Probably the reason why they did that is because there's mostly like, you know, this mom, like, you know, she's tripping over this and thing. I don't know. I mean, any mom would. But they're probably all like, I guess, to just shut her up and things. Let's just go and hand her off a random boy and stuff. But yeah, that's like today that wouldn't slide. That would not slide at all. So yeah, that is crazy. But it's like, no, like saying that he might have been a victim of that like child killer and things. So yeah, that's I think that's the only really true thing behind it. Plus, if the dude was in the area and stuff, then yeah, I think we all know and stuff what happened. But if not, then I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the boy just ran away or something. Just started a new life somewhere else. It'd be a lot of possibilities. But
Emma
anyways,
Filipoff disappearance. In the fall of 2011, 26-year-old Emma Filipoff moved to Victoria, BC from Perth, Ontario. By November 2012, she was missing, never to be seen again. During the latter part of this period, she began sleeping on Sandy Miriam House, a shelter for vulnerable and impoverished women. She had also purchased a van, which she used for both transport and as accommodation. On November 23rd, Emma called her mother to announce that she wanted to return home.
I think I remember this.
Her mother in the period leading up to November 28th. During the final call at 4:30 a.m., she told her mother, quote, "I don't know how I can face you," and "Don't come, Mom, not today." When her mother decided to do just that, arriving at 11 p.m., she found her daughter wasn't in the shelter. No one has heard from her, since friends reported that she had been feeling stressed and upset, claiming that according to Emma, an unknown figure had been harassing and worrying her. She was isolated, paranoid, depressed, and felt a compulsion to escape on the day of her disappearance. Emma visited the same 7-Eleven store on 2 separate occasions. The first time, she purchased a $200 prepaid credit card. The second time, she purchased a prepaid cell phone. CCTV images show her peering out of the store windows into the parking lot. She appears to be looking for someone or something. CCTV from a YMCA in Victoria, shot 5 days before her disappearance, shows Emma entering and leaving the building multiple times within a 14-minute period. She looks as if she might be avoiding someone. After calling a cab, Emma asked to be driven to the airport. She then changed her mind, asking instead to be dropped off in the exact same spot she was picked up. Minutes later, she was seen standing barefoot on the street corner. The acquaintance who spotted her, Dennis Quay, claims she was looking shifty and paranoid, that she was looking constantly around her. He then called the police, who spoke with her in person outside of the Empress Hotel, but decided that she was not a threat to herself or anyone else. She told officers that she was not suicidal. They released her. This was her last known sighting. Her van was found in the parking lot of the Chateau Victoria Hotel with her belongings. No one knows what happened to her to this day and how she disappeared.
Yeah.
The documentary about Emma's disappearance is scheduled to be released in the fall of 2020.
Huh. Might have to check that out. But yeah, that girl, she might have been dealing with some stuff. Like, I'm like, she might have had like some, like, I don't know, I don't want to make that assumption, but I think it's really the only assumption that I can make is that she could have possibly had some mental issues that she didn't really tell anybody about, and then it just got really bad. And yeah, overall, like, or that's probably not the case either. Probably somebody was really following her and stuff, and you know, they most likely took her and things, and so you never know. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's why I'm like, man, like, it has you wondering, like, dang, what if you just out chilling one day, then you end up like seeing this girl? Like, that's the thing. I'm like, now I then like got to my head where I'm like, there's probably people that I've walked past, looked at and things, and it's just all like, oh, you know, don't think anything of them. But then next thing you know, I end up like 2-3 months later, end up reacting to a video and stuff of them like talking about them going missing and things. So I'm like, now I'm about to be cautious of everybody. I'm about to just look up photos of people that went missing, and I'm like gonna be like looking at people and things, like just like see it. I'm like, yo, because it's crazy how like they be just going missing like that. Like, man, and it's just like, then it's like it's always like some like cryptic video where it's like you don't even really know like why they went missing. They just went missing and stuff. So it's crazy.
Mystery. Reports state that Mitank in July 2014 had flown to the Bulgarian seaside resort of Golden Sands along with his friend from their home in Itzehoe, northern Germany. The group of friends continued to enjoy their holiday until Lars was injured after he got into a fight one night. Mitank was punched in the head and was left with a perforated eardrum and a possible concussion. He was then prescribed an antibiotic and was forced to stay back in Bulgaria and avoid boarding the plane, as the air pressure changes would have hurt his ear while his friends flew home. Mitank eventually had to check into a cheap hotel called Hotel Color near Varna Airport. Mitank's mother got a horrifying call from her son later from his hotel room, where her panicked son told her that he was being followed by some people who were trying to kill him. In CCTV footage, he was seen entering the Varna Airport and texted his mother he had safely made it to the airport terminal. However, when an airport doctor was examining him before flight, he reportedly appeared nervous and erratic and was also mistrustful of the drugs he had been prescribed by the physician. The airport doctor, Dr. Kostakostov, later said that Mitank began to tremble when he saw a construction worker entering the room and cried, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here." It was then when the man began running from the airport terminal, leaving all his belongings behind, running for his life, passing the boarding gates, check-in desks out of the airport, over the fence, into the woods. He was never spotted again after that incident.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, maybe the drugs they prescribed him wasn't the better choice. Like, I don't know, but it's like, sounds like the man it sounds like he should have been in the hospital. It's like the situation, like, I don't know. Like, it probably wasn't, you know, he seemed like he was like able to run and walk and all that other stuff, but he maybe should have been evaluated, like, you know, got checked out and things, because it sounds like, you know, he might have some other things going on with him, or who knows, he took those drugs and it overall messed with his head and stuff, and it just wasn't the drugs that he shouldn't have taken. But Yeah, that ain't normal. That's not normal at all. Then you never see or hear of him again. Like, bro, I'm about to look up all these names afterwards and just see and stuff, like anything news came up. But
Sisters reincarnated. Today, 24% of Americans believe in reincarnation. Every once in a while, an unsolved mystery comes around that is so compelling and otherwise unexplainable that it gives even scientists pause. In 1957, two young English sisters, Joanna Pollock, 11, and Jacqueline Pollock, 6, died in a tragic car accident. 1 year later, their mother gave birth to twins, Jillian and Jennifer. When the twins were old enough to talk, they began identifying and requesting toys that had belonged to their dead sisters, pointing out landmarks only their dead sisters would have known, such as the school they attended, and sometimes panicking upon seeing cars idling. "That car is coming to get us," they reportedly shrieked on one occasion. After the twins get old, these incidents became less frequent, and the girls went on to lead normal lives. Still, the story of the Pollock sisters made its way to Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychologist who studied reincarnation. After studying thousands of supposed cases, Dr. Stevenson wrote a book of 14 he believed to have been real, including that of the Pollock sisters.
If you did enjoy today's video, please
Dang.
drop a like, as well as subscribe to
That
my channel for
microphone
more
went
amazing
from
videos.
50 to
I'll see you in the
100.
next video. Peace out.
But yeah, that last story, I don't know, maybe it could be a case where it's like the because I don't know, if it was like if they didn't like move or anything during that time, like after the two sisters died, then I don't know, I'm thinking maybe the spirit of those sisters might have still been in that house and then somehow got into the other sisters, or I don't know, maybe they were reincarnated and stuff and was put into those twins. But yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. It's like then they pointing out things only the sisters would have known and stuff. So I'm like, like I don't know. But it's either that or yeah, they family was just all like, oh yeah, let's just make some money and things. Like I don't know, but nah, it's like that would be messed up. But who knows? People are weird nowadays. But anyways, make sure you guys go subscribe. Most amazing top 7. I even had to look at the well, actually, no, that's not it. Oh no, that's it. But I didn't have to look at anything. I just like went off of the top of my head and stuff. I didn't have to look anywhere. I remembered it this time, alright? But no, make sure you guys go subscribe to them for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.